Good girl. Hey, kia ora, Helen Brahms here, coming to you live from Escondido, California. Hope you're all having a super fantastic, sparkling day. It has been a very busy day. So we went out for a walk this morning. Then I had to go get my hair cut. So you're getting to see the new do. What do you think? This is my last haircut with Tasman until probably September, with all the tripping around I'm going to be doing over the next few months. And I was sort of like, and she's kind of like cringing because the last time I went and had a haircut, it had been like 8 or 9 weeks between the cuts, and there was so much hair on the floor she couldn't believe it. And I said, well, and she says, oh, when do you leave, and how long are you going for? And I said, well, this will be the last one till probably September. And she was like, what? To when? And I said September, and she's like, she says, you'll have a bob by then. I said, well, I'm not sure if I'm going to grow it out or if I'll get people to cut it along the way or what I will do. So I said, it'll just be up in the air and depends how much it's annoying me as to whether I cut it. And I apologize if you hear the whining, but Zephy has been very demanding today since I got home. She has her Himalayan salt cheese bar on the floor here, and she's running circles around the thing. I wish I could show you with the laptop, but it won't work very well. I should have done it on the phone so you could see. It's absolutely hilarious. But she's been running along with this thing in her mouth. Zephy, bring it here. Nope, she's gone off to play with another toy now. So, of course, I left Zephy at home while I went and had the haircut. And then on the way home, I stopped and grabbed some groceries because I desperately needed food in the house. And didn't get to Walmart because I got to go there because they're the only, apart from like Camping World, Walmart's the only one that carries RV toilet paper. So I didn't go to the Walmart, and oops, my mother's now texting me. Sorry, Mum, you're going to have to wait a little bit. So I just went to the regular market and grabbed some food and then came home, and oh my gosh, did she tell me off about leaving her in her crate while I was gone and all the stuff that happened while I was away. And ever since I got home, she's been demanding attention all day. It's been unbelievable. She's never been this bad on demanding attention before. So the only reprieve I got was when I was on Zooms this afternoon talking with people. Did she kind of leave me alone? But other than that, she's been like playing with this Himalayan salt thing, and she gets it caught between her eye teeth, so it just kind of swings. It's absolutely, she runs along and it looks like this big rectangular cigar sticking out of her mouth, and it's kind of like swinging from side to side of her mouth, but she's got it over there on the floor and I can't reach it, otherwise I would show you kind of what it looks like anyway. But yeah, so, and she keeps wanting me to throw it. So she's now learned through playing that I put my hand out, I'll be sitting here and I put my hand out flat down at her level and I'll go release, and she drops it in my hand, or I'll hang on to it and say release, and she manages to open her mouth and release it, which is kind of cool. So I hadn't basically taught her that word before, but she now realizes, oh, that means if I let it go, you're going to throw it? Excellent. So we toss it, she goes, and then she comes back towards me, and then at the last second she'll go into the bedroom, jump up on the bed, spin around, and then come back out and give it to me. So that's our little route. Down to the front of the RV, come back to me, avoid me, into the bedroom, spin around, come back out, and give me the chew. I toss it, and we do this over. We've been doing this over and over and over and over. So, but she's also been demanding lots of scratches and cuddles and kisses, and she'll come up to the table here and put her front paws on my legs, and then her head's up here on the table, and she's wanting to give me kisses and things, and then she wants scratches. And so she's been lots and lots and lots of cuddles and scratches and kisses today, and playtime as well. And we've been out for 2 walks already today, and we're getting ready to go for our last and final evening walk. So we'll do that as soon as this is over. So yeah, so then I was on a Zoom with a friend with a new member from the mastermind group I belong to. So it was good because I'm getting to know the people in my mastermind group, which is awesome, because then I know better how I can support them and finding connections for them or helping them with things. And so we were having a great conversation, and all of a sudden he asks me who somebody is, and I'm like, what? And I just had it up so I could just see him in the main picture with me as a little picture. He says, yes, there's another person coming on. I had totally lost track of time. And I've been doing lots of Zooms lately, and I keep losing track of time. I keep forgetting to like set my timer on my clock, on my phone, or I think I'm going to have to get a clock just to sit here next to the computer with a time on it so I can see it, because because when I'm in the Zoom thing, I can't even see the computer clock. And I had totally gone over our hour into the hour for the next person who I was going to be meeting with. So that was really bad on my part. So I am now going to work towards solutions to do that, so I can stay more on time and be more respectful of other people's time. And so then after the second call, I've been busy doing quotes this afternoon, typing up instructions for, I've got a group going out in March, and so they're getting ready to do their online check-in and things, and wanting details about where to fly into, hotels in the area, transfers to the ship, all that sort of information. So I'm pulling that information together for them so that they will be able to get that done, and that will be going out tomorrow, I hope. It's on my list for tomorrow. So it will go out tomorrow. And then I've got quotes that have been going out. I've got another group that I'm now working on. So their quotes went out. I've got another, and I've got two group proposals that went out to two group proposals going out today. So I'm working on the second one. And so as soon as the Zoom's called done, we'll be walking Zephy, coming back, finishing off the second proposal, and getting that one out. So it's been a great day as far as work coming in goes. And I've been in the car. I was listening to The Power by Rhonda Byrne, who did The Secret. So I've been listening to her audiobook, The Power, and that book just fires me up. It gets me going. I love that book. It's probably like my fifth time listening to it. But it's just one of those books that just gets you up, gets you going, makes you realize things, reminds you of things that you're not aware of as far as your thinking goes. What you put out, you get back. Any emotions that you put out are like a boomerang. And come in here. I'm going to borrow this for a second. So this is her Himalayan salt stick. And she gets it in her mouth, and it swings in her mouth as she runs along. And so it's a Himalayan, it's cheese and salt or something like that. And yeah, doesn't really smell anything. But anyway, she now wants to play toss again. So she'll now come running towards me and go into the bedroom, and then bring it. Oh no, she's actually brought it back to me and dropped it in my hand. Wow, good girl. Good girl, Zephy. So listening to the book, The Power, talks about the power of love, and every time you send anything out there, have a thought or anything, you're either sending out a positive emotion or a negative emotion, and whatever you send out is going to boomerang back. And so I thought, well, that's a really cool thing. I can think of different words going out as boomerangs and having them come back to me. And we're now under the table. You want to say hi? You say hi? That's what she's been doing all day, bringing me her stick and jumping up on my knee like that. So I've been listening to that book, The Power, by Rhonda Byrne. Great book. I've said several times listening through, and of course I can't listen to it in the car when Zephy's there because she whines. So I have to put music on because that quietens her down. And so we've been having music playing this afternoon too. So that's, I think, been helping her as well. And then of course the cruise lines are coming out with even more deals. So I have another client who wants to do a river cruise, and the email I sent her last week is now null and void because those deals are done. So I'm now putting together new ones with all the new deals that have come out, and we'll see what happens with those. So cruise lines are doing crazy things like right now. And the deals that we can get and combine with group rates, if you're thinking of putting a group together for a cruise or having a family reunion for Thanksgiving or anything like that, where there's a group of you, it could be a girls' cruise, it could be a guys' cruise, it could be a bunch of friends getting together. All you need is on some cruise lines, you just need five cabins double occupancy. On some, you need 8 cabins double occupancy. But the rates right now are insane. They have got sales going on where they've got discounted rates, and they've also got group rates. Group rates are cheaper than the regular rates, but like if they say you got 30% off the rates, it's also 30% off the group rate. And so there's cruise lines that have that out till Monday next week, and then there's cruise lines that have it out to the end of the month. So if you are thinking about or thought about and want to put together a cruise for family, for friends, do a retreat at sea, anything like that, please, let's get on a Zoom as soon as possible, talk about it and see what deals we can come up with. There's some great deals. There's some, if you're on the West Coast here, there's some great cruises, 5 nights from Vancouver down to LA or San Diego, where you've got mainly sea days. So you can just kick back and relax, find some friends to go with you, get some really great group rates and all that sort of stuff. And yeah, I've been looking at the rates today going, this is insane. But then this is the insane time of the year as well. It's called wave season. It goes January, February, March, and the cruise lines just do insane things to give you the best deals, probably some of the best deals of the year, come out around this time. And sorry, what are you doing? No, that box is not for you to chomp on. So yeah, so if you are even thinking about like a family event, maybe you got a birthday coming up you want to celebrate, an anniversary you want to celebrate, graduation, just because. I like just because. We just want to go on a cruise, just because. No reason, just we're going to go on a cruise. Then check in with me, we'll get some mates together and off you go and have a blast and get insane rates on great destinations. And if you're part of my crazy travel deal groups, you'll, I think there was one today that went in there for Rome and the Greek Isles. So departing from Rome to the Greek Isles, and it included 2 nights in Rome beforehand. It's a package we've got together there. So connect with me on Zoom if you would like to put together a group with some of these insane rates right now. And I mean, they are insane because they're offering 30% off the rate. And if we've got a group booked, it's 30% off the group rate, which is cheaper than the advertised rate, if you can follow that. So you get even more off. So yeah. Anyway, that's it from me. I gotta go walk a puppy before she drives me insane. Come here. Because she's getting into everything now, which means she wants out. That's her way of saying I want. She refuses to ring bells, but she will start getting into everything and anything so that I will go put her harness on her and take her for a walk. So have a super fantastic sparkling evening. If you're interested in any of the deals that we've got going right now, or looking to put together a group for a birthday, anniversary, just because, girls cruise, a guys cruise, a getaway cruise with friends, a family reunion, a holiday cruise over Thanksgiving, over Christmas, insane rates right now. Spring break, 4th of July. I know we put a 4th of July one in there. It leaves Vancouver on the 3rd of July. So the 4th of July you're on the ship somewhere. Not sure where. Don't think it's in a port that next day, but you get to spend 4th of July, and they're insane rates right now. So have a super fantastic sparkling evening. I'm off to walk my pup. Have our 3rd walk for the day. She's finding all sorts of things to chomp on right now, boxes and furniture and anything except her toys. So have a super fantastic sparkling evening and catch you guys tomorrow. Hek on era. Okay.